Hi, I'm outside of Orange, Virginia, at the home of James Madison, someone that's called the father or author of the Constitution. In many respects he was. In preparing for the Constitutional Convention of 1887, he spent about 4 months up in his library at the top floor here, and he read hundreds of books on forms of government, systems of government. In a certain respect, as he prepared for that, I asked one of the docents afterwards, why was that time so influential and so important in the critical in the establishment of the Constitution as he went to the Constitutional Convention? The docent said, James Madison wasn't the most elegant speaker, most polished or oldest, most influential, but there wasn't a delegate there that didn't doubt that he understood why the government that they were living with at the time, the Articles of the Confederation, would not work. By convincing them that it would not work, he was able to convince them that they had to do something new. As I've thought about financial systems today, our financial systems that I've been talking about, they aren't adequate to tomorrow's problems. Our financial systems today will not be our financial systems 100 years from now. I don't think that our financial systems of today are adequate to our problems for 2 years from now, let alone 100 years from now. The systems were established 50 years ago based upon principles that are 500 years old. Those principles are still important, and the systems that were established are usable, and yet we need to make changes to open up new capabilities. Transparency is critical. The 2008-2009 Great Recession was caused in large measure because people couldn't see the underlying nature of the debt they were holding in the mortgages that were sold as something that they were not at their core. It caused major corporations to go out of business, caused huge damage in trust in financial markets, and it caused great expense for governments to clean up the mess after the fact, paid for by taxpayers. Our financial systems have to be more transparent. If I could convince that changes are needed, and I would have done some small work, maybe not nearly as great as James Madison's, but in my sphere of influence it would be something that I could do. If I could convince people that we need to change the way our financial systems work and make them work better. We'll see if I'm successful.